With great power comes great responsibility. And what Engin Terzi is doing for the community now is helping all of us. We all are getting benefited from it. East versus West is literally putting food on people's plates, be it the athletes, be it YouTubers like me, or the camera guys, or core sports, anyone related to arm wrestling, they all are getting benefited. So the big point is, if everyone is getting benefited, why should it be the responsibility of only one person? If everyone is reaping the benefits, then everyone should be responsible to at least some level. The final decision is always going to be the promoter's decision, but I think if we can enjoy the benefits, it becomes our responsibility to put some input as well, to put some hard work, to put some support, be it emotional or technical support, any kind of support. So this is one request. Phil Woody UK, the moderator, is in the house. This is one request. If there is, this is not about trying to identify who is wrong and who is right. This is about solutions. And Engin, I hope you are watching it. Yes, it is once again talking about the same event, but trust me, this one is for sure going to end on a positive note. And I hope you don't take it as like a 28-year-old guy who has not done anything in his life. Like, what does he know about arm wrestling or business? I've tried to think a lot, try to get some info, some hints or some ideas from lots and lots of people, and I've tried to think about it myself as well for at least a day. And we have I've come with about 10-12 points that we can discuss about this, and let's see what happens. So Andrew M. Pradeep first. Okay, so no, absolutely zero. Please, moderators, once again, zero disrespectful comments about East versus West or criticism. Maybe not even criticism. Just please, advice is open. You can give advice, but please don't hate here. Why do you associate East versus West as a burden on Engin? The fact of him is a big party, athletes, guests who praise him for days. Yeah, East versus West is good. Like, there are very few problems, and the reason is for all of this chaos is that people who don't like some stuff, they are the most loudest. Yesterday I was watching a podcast and they were saying that the left wing guys, they are extreme. The right wing guys are saying, well, we'll see, we'll not interrupt with anyone, but they are interrupting. So the first point is that the supporters need to be as loud as the haters. That is what we can do to support Engin Terzi, to help him, to help East versus West, to help arm wrestling. I know it is almost impossible. The guys who will key your car just because they disagree with you, the weirdos, they will always be the loudest. For a sensible person, it is really difficult to be as loud as them. But sometimes we also have to step up. So try to match the haters. See up to which intensity the haters go. They will always comment. So why not all of the supporters comment? And then the haters comment wouldn't even be visible. The only reason why people say that the haters are the loudest 1%, seem like 15, 20, 30%. The only reason for that the supporters don't always seem to support. They are not as loud as haters. And it will be difficult to carry on for a very long time. But at least for a short period, we should try to act as loud as the haters. That's my first suggestion. Suggestion number 2. All YouTubers, for this one event, I also don't believe that stopping live commentary is the solution. But for a person who is doing that much, I think for this one event, all YouTubers should stop thinking about doing live stream commentary. This is my second solution to this problem. So Bowen, I already talked with Bowen about an hour or two ago. So please, I am requesting you guys, please, for this one event, stop. Even if you don't agree, please, for this one event, stop doing this live commentary. And then we'll see. But that is not a one-sided thing. On the other hand, it is the responsibility of Engin, and more importantly, more than Engin, it is the responsibility of core sports to figure out how did it change? How did it change the number of pay-per-view sales? And don't come up the last pay-per-view sold X amount and this pay-per-view event sold 2X amount, so it helped. No, last event Devon wasn't there. This time Devon is competing and he has 3 months to promote the match. The Prudnik match, he had less than 2 weeks to promote that one. So for sure the sales are going to be at least twice the previous one. That is not a correct metric. See, consider the Prudnik event. How many pay-per-views were sold exactly 2 to 3 hours before the event? Because that is when the live stream commentators start to talk about the event. I think it's easy. I don't know why I was not able to think about it, but just think. Prudnik event, East versus West 5. Let's say the event starts at 8 p.m. Turkish time. And from 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Turkish time to about 9 p.m. Turkish time. That's where I believe the most pay-per-view sales are. So calculate the number of pay-per-views, how many pay-per-views were sold the previous time during that time period. If it is technologically possible to do, then maybe do it or for sure try to do it next time. So let's say if X amount of pay-per-views were sold, and now this time, since nobody is doing live stream commentary, this time again calculate how many pay-per-views were sold in those last 3 hours. I think that's the only metric that can tell us whether these commentaries are helping or not. So if YouTubers are willing not to do live stream commentaries, I think core sports should be willing, they have to be willing to step up their technology to figure out how many pay-per-views are sold in those last 3 hours. So we have discussed 2 points. Let's see what people have to say about it. And I'm really sorry, 92 people are watching. I may not be able to read the comments today. Never seen in your lives. I'll read the members' comments. Let me tell you what happened. A legend arm wrestler and organizer tries to bring the best event we have never seen in our lives and wants to protect it for the sake of arm wrestlers and fans, but some delusional. Yeah, there are haters. And one more point that I want to discuss is a clear, like, we should not just vaguely go after someone if we have a vague description that he may be a potential hater. I think before classifying someone as a hater, we need to spend some time on it. I'm not saying Engin has the time to do that to every single person because he may get a lot of negative comments. So the best option will be to ignore them unless you are for certainly you are able to identify that person is a hater. Then I think talking against him is a wise decision. But otherwise, if you're not sure that if someone is a hater or not, then it can be difficult. There are a lot of haters. I'm not saying there aren't any haters, but sometimes I still read a lot of respectful comments, people trying to explain that we were simply trying to make a point and this is what we said in double quotations. I hope they remember correctly, and we got blocked. This is something that happens when someone does not have enough time. Engin is a busy person. He literally does not have the time to differentiate between, like, to do a bunch of tests to determine whether somebody is a hater or not. It is possible, but it can take some time. So the best option would be to ignore. It would be to ignore at first. I'm not saying just don't reply to haters, because then they can increase or maybe decrease, I don't know. But be 100% sure, because ignoring a hater, a genuine hater, is way better than potentially making a mistake and describing someone who loves arm wrestling, who loves Engin, who loves East versus West, and describing him as a hater. This is something that can only be done by some thorough analysis, which Engin clearly doesn't have time for. So my solution would be to at first ignore everyone who may seem to be giving a negative response. Good morning, Pradeep Stizzy. Good morning, brother. Emergency meeting, man became Indian Andrew Tate. Yeah. Hello everyone. What did I miss? Ryan SP in the house. Is that real Ryan SP? Yeah. So yes, last event somebody commented about live stream commentary, and Engin was really angry on that person. I haven't watched the stream, but this is what I heard. I was able to only watch a certain clip, like 1 or 2 minute clip from that. You are able to complain because Engin care about opinions, otherwise he wouldn't even bother yours because it wouldn't matter. Atlas, this is a dumb comment. I'm saying something on my channel. What do you mean I'm able to complain? Like, why? Where am I? And now I'm doing the same thing that Engin does of considering someone as a hater. I literally called you dumb, but I now consider myself dumb. Maybe you're talking about some other people who are complaining. You're not talking about me. See, nobody's perfect. I made the same mistake. I literally just made the same mistake that I was earlier talking about, like advising Engin not to make that mistake. But I realized you are able to complain because, so you're talking about the people who are complaining. I hope not me. I hope you understood. I understood you correctly. Sorry, brother Atlas. And not me. What happened? So I think I already described what happened. So what is going to happen? That is more important. Get a proxy between Engin and the fans, a PR person of sorts. Both sides will get far less upset that way. Yeah. Add a chat room for Core Sports. Yes. Core Sports. No promoting of his event by all arm wrestling channels, and see where PPV numbers are. Kyle, I genuinely do believe that YouTubers help a lot in pay-per-view sales, because if we watch the WL matches, they have millions of views. So not like people didn't care about matches back then. They for sure did care about, like Gabby versus Sarah 2019, 1.9 2 million views on that thing. Matt versus Devon, 5-6 million views. There are many matches that are over 1 million views. So arm wrestling views on arm wrestling matches was the same even back in 2018. So it is not like YouTubers are not. So why were WL not able to sell any pay-per-views? I doubt even if they even sold 2,000 pay-per-views back then, and the audience who were watching the matches were in millions. So why didn't they sell pay-per-views? Maybe because there was no YouTuber back then. And Steve Kaplan, unlike Engin, he doesn't himself come out to promote the matches. Completely agree, Atlas. Okay, brother. No promoting of this event. Okay, I already read this comment. Very good point. Pradeep, I told you to investigate Twitch in your early days. If you knew how powerful a live chat can be, you could have talked some sense. Okay, way before boomed. Live chat, powerful in what sense, Master Jack? It is crazy how the arm wrestling game is. I still don't understand how much Twitch works and why nobody is there yet. Okay, we need to get on Twitch. That's the idea. Damn, do you know what I love you means? Who? I think I do. Hate is harassment by people, J.R. Williams is saying, in the community, and misconstruing and anyone who disagree with them. Favorite arm wrestler as a hater, that's a difference. Yeah, it like people should not be classified as haters so easily. That's what I'm saying. If the investigation on that part takes time, then the only option is just to not talk about it. YouTubers is how I became a fan of arm wrestling. All of the YouTube channels, other than the ones like Devon and other big channels, all of them arose after 2019 or 20 during the COVID time. Pradeep, the message I wrote wasn't about you, but for the ungrateful people. And that's why I apologize, brother. I realized my mistake immediately. I too got too excited. I realized immediately. I'll apologize once again. Sorry. Pradeep, today are too soft. People today are too soft and entitled. Yeah. When Travis tells you to calm down, you know you have gone too far. So that's one thing. And that one person, that I'm telling you guys, that one person who asked that question, I don't think anyone believes that he was being disrespectful. He was not being disrespectful. And the way Engin reacted, it clearly shows that these things are bothering him for a very long time. So that's why we are talking about solutions now. Who will be the guest, Pradeep? I talked with Hermes Gasparini. He said that maybe he can make it. He'll be in the gym. I don't know. He hasn't responded yet. Pradeep, have you heard of Khan Baba? Yes, bro. We'll talk about him some other time. So we've already discussed two solutions. First of all, stop live commentating for this one event. And the second solution in my mind was that the supporters, you guys, you need to be as loud as the haters. And I genuinely believe that Engin Terzi has 99% supporters. Imagine me, I have 97% like ratio on every single video, 97, 98, 99. That's the kind of likes ratio, likes to dislikes ratio I get. So Engin has to be at least right there, I believe. So it is, if the supporters try to be as loud as the haters, I think the haters will be hidden just by the mass number of the supporters. What is the problem with the live commentary? I don't think there is any problem with the live commentary, but that takes us to the third point. Nobody, literally nobody speaks about this point. Now anybody who is talking about this live stream commentary thing, it is believed that he's having negative intentions for East versus West. So my question is, what about Devon? Because on November 22nd, I think it was one day after East versus West, Devon was the first one who brought this topic up. Engin has said it publicly that it was Devon who advised him that these live stream commentaries are harming the sport negatively. And on Neil's Fix episode, all of these controversies come out of Neil's episodes somehow. I don't know how. So on Neil's Fix episode, Devon said that these live stream commentaries are douchey. And these live immediate result videos are also semi-douchey. And by the way, he used to do both of them. So maybe he knows that he was doing something douchey himself. So why isn't anybody criticizing Devon? Bro, nobody was talking, literally nobody, not Engin, not any YouTuber, not any fan. Nobody was talking about this topic, live stream commentary, before Devon mentioned it. So why Devon doesn't get the credit for bringing this up? That's my question. Live commentary is freedom of speech. Yeah, I think we are beyond this point yet. So that takes me to the third point. Engin should stop listening on this particular topic, not other topics. Engin should stop listening to people who are out of these three categories. Most importantly, Devonlet in this topic. People who are not live commentating themselves, and I'm playing their own card. I've been hearing for a very long time that just because you do not arm wrestle, your opinion doesn't matter. You haven't been a champion yourself. You haven't arm wrestled at a high level. So why do you think your opinion matters? So I'm trying to play a reverse card here. So just because Devon and some other people who are advising Engin that this is harming the sport, just because they have not done live stream commentary, Devon has done reviews, but I don't think he's done live commentary. So he's done watch parties where he's recording the reaction, but I don't think he went live, or maybe he did. So people who have not done live stream commentaries, first of all, them. People who are not organizers, second group. People who are not core sports. So I think there are only three people who Engin should listen to in this topic. First one and the most important person is himself, Engin himself. The second important person is core sports, because they are the one tracking the pay-per-view sales. If they tell Engin something, then Engin should listen to them. Should listen to them. The third group of people are the live stream commentators. They are doing the live stream commentary. They know how much they are promoting. They know the feedback. They are the only people who know the direct feedback from the fans. So our opinion also matters, because we are literally seeing the direct feedback. Nobody's Engin or Devon, they don't have the time to go through the 8 hours of live stream commentary to figure out whether people were supporting it or not, whether people were pirating or not. And I got one comment that people can literally post links, like pirate links in the chat, and then people will go there. I'll ask you, I think I'm quite sure about that. I'll ask you guys to try to post a link here and let me see if the link pops up. I don't think it will. I think only moderators and me, only we two can post links in the live chat. I don't think any of you guys can post the link to live chat. So I hope that doubt is cleared. It is not possible to post pirate links in these live chat boxes by arm wrestling fans. Just try. Maybe I'm wrong. I learned something. So this is the third point. Engin should only listen to himself, to core sports, and to live stream YouTubers who actually do these live stream. Not anyone who has not done any three of those ever. The arm wrestlers that are advising won't work, Engin. Yes, you only, and you and me. Yeah. So that myth is dropped right here. You cannot post links in these live stream commentaries. And these are the things that are being advised to Engin. Can you imagine? That's why I say do not listen to them. Do not listen to Devon when he says that these live stream commentaries are harming the pay-per-view. He hasn't done live stream commentaries. He hasn't organized pay-per-view matches. And he isn't core sports. So how does Devon know? How does Devon know? That's my question. You don't need link, just a Discord ID, Discord. Have you guys ever seen a Discord ID in my chat? And how many of you are realistically speaking on Discord? No need link, Discord ID is enough. And the moderators do delete everything immediately. That's one thing I've noticed. So yes, I learned something new. Discord ID. But I in my personal chat, can anybody mention, have they ever seen somebody posting a Discord ID? I've seen people who even ask for live stream commentaries and moderators delete their comments immediately. Moderators block them. People who even ask for it. Forget about people who are giving the links. Unless on a computer the hyperlink won't work, but they can copy and paste into another browser. So possible, yeah, another new thing. But the chat is moving that fast. I don't think, I've personally not seen that. So you guys showed me there are two possible ways, which are not that easy. They require some effort, but it is kind of possible. Mods do drop Discord links. Which mod? Like, who is doing that? You're telling me there are moderators on YouTube channels and they are giving pirate links? Like, that is like criminal, bro. That is criminal. If Core Sports had a chat room feature while watching the pay-per-view, it will solve. No, Victory. It will solve only a part of a problem. Maybe 5% problem will get solved, because I don't think there are that many people who will not purchase the pay-per-view just because there is no live chat. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? There will be very few people like that who are not purchasing the pay-per-view for only one fact, that they cannot chat with someone live. Pradeep, do you see the news from Ryan Bowen? Yes. I talked with Ryan before he posted that. So yeah, we kind of went a little bit back and forth. We discussed like what harm could there be if he doesn't do live stream commentary, or if I don't do live stream commentary. I tried to like fix something between them, but it didn't work. But at least Ryan has agreed that he won't do live commentary anymore. That never happened. Atlantis IRL. Yeah, I have not seen that. I've never even heard about it. Pay-per-view price should only be for a household, not for a arm wrestling party. Yeah, one more thing. Watch parties. Why is Devon conducting those watch parties where 30, 40, 50 people are attending and watching the pay-per-view on a TV screen? And don't tell me that all of them are buying pay-per-views. No, they are not. No, they clearly are not. Their pay-per-view is not like a entry pass or a ticket that you have to show before you enter that watch party. Why is nobody talking about watch parties? Why isn't Devon telling Engin that, yeah, these douchey live stream commentators are hurting the pay-per-views, and so are my live watch parties, because I'm inviting 30 people and nobody's buying the pay-per-view, maybe 5. And these things are encouraged. These things are encouraged, that 2, 3, 4, 5 people buy it together and then watch together. These are encouraged. No pirate links, just normal Discord groups. Okay, just to talk about it, just to talk about the event. Ryan is the bigger man, which in itself is crazy. LOL. Good one. It's pay-per-view. Guys, please comment these things if it makes sense. Of course, I'm not trying to convince somebody who doesn't believe that way, but if you do believe that these live watch parties are also harming the pay-per-view, and there is data for that. With live commentaries, there is no data, or everything is speculation. But if it is a live watch party where 50 people are watching on a TV screen and they're literally recording it and posting it proudly as if they're doing something great, how is that not harming the pay-per-view when out of those 50 only 5 have purchased the pay-per-view? And can anyone actually believe that all 50 of them are buying the pay-per-view? Because that's what they are going to tell when asked, if they decide to respond, which is a big no. I guarantee after East vs West, this whole live stream conflict will be unresolved unless the pay-per-view buyers are revealed. Otherwise, how will we know? Thanks, DR Williams, for the $5 super chat. You're the man. So, as I suggested earlier, I think Core Sports need to up their game. Pay-per-view codes are a must in the future. Because I will not say then, Engin, please, I hope you're watching this. It may... Okay, my microphone is changed. Let me change it back. It may sound like a small request, but it is not. Trust me, it is not. We are asking the YouTube community something that has never happened before. There is literally no sport in the world, no big sport in the world that doesn't do live stream commentaries. Every sport does that. So we want something here that is literally being done by every single sport. We want exclusivity. That is almost a special privilege. That is literally a special privilege. Hey Pradeep and chat. I'm wrestling for nerds. Just imagine. No sport ever. It is not like they never thought about it. They could have also thought about it, but nobody has ever been able to stop this. I hope it is okay now. So sound good now. Thanks brother. So something that has never happened before, or nobody was able to do before, that cannot be a small ask. That is a big ask. So I think Aussie Arm Wrestler mentioned a good thing. Like, I do not agree with everything that guy says, but I really liked what he said about this live stream commentary, is that I'm willing to come to a middle ground. I'm willing to come to a middle ground, and that's what I think we all should look for. Nobody benefits from saying that either do this or don't do anything. That to me is not a good approach. So let's talk about the next solution. Dana White can't even stop pirates. Yeah. Banning these live stream chats will only give more visibility to random Discord ID, and I hope I request Core Sports, I request Engin to deploy twice the amount of people to hunt down the pirate streams, because in the absence of live stream commentaries, which I do believe that there will not be an absence of live commentaries because someone else will fill that gap. But if in fact they are successful, if in fact there is no live stream commentary, then please, my solution is to increase the live pirate stream hunting team, the number of people in that team, because the pirate streams will be at the top. Because now if I'm doing live, if Bowen is doing live, if someone else is doing live, we have like 2, 3, 4,000 viewers. So the pirate streams will be hidden somewhere. But as soon as these live stream commentaries are not there, the pirate streams will be at the top, and 3-4,000 people won't be watching them. There will be a lot more. Definitely there will be a lot more. So let's move to the next solution. What do we have here? So yeah, that we kind of discussed this earlier as well. Difference between hate and questions. Simple questions cannot be like, this is not a good deal. I know it personally because I have also felt that myself. This thing needs to be addressed. There are many people who are literally scared. I have talked and I've been that one person by myself. You guys tell me if this is true or not. People are literally scared about commenting on Engin's live stream. The hardcore supporters, the fans who love Engin, who love East versus West, who have always bought all the pay-per-views. Sometimes we are scared to type any comment in Engin's live stream because there is no time for due diligence to think out, to figure out whether it is correct or not. What should they, SG Records, why people who do not compete are the ones putting food on the table in some cases? Yeah. And another thing, so that is one thing. Like, the community should not be scared of you. I'm telling you, the community, now there is a good part that is scared of commenting there, of commenting on Engin's live streams. So it shouldn't be like that. Why do people who do not compete? Yeah, it can be possible. Grand Diet can be your guest. Okay. People who do not compete. Maybe some other day. I don't agree, SG. So the next point, I don't think blocking is a solution. Another request to Engin Terzi. Why am I talking like 2-3 points about what we can do and about 7-8 points about what Engin can do? There is a reason behind that. I'm not trying to blame everything on him, but it is easy to change some things about yourself or control yourself rather than controlling thousands of people. It's just simple math. Has it changed once again? No, the audio is good. So to me, it's just simple math. Rather than trying to change thousands of people, because there will be commentaries, Everybody knows there will not be a time where everyone will agree with you. There will not be a time. And there are some simple solutions that can be done. Nobody, trust me, nobody can handle that level of stress, the level of stress that Engin is handling right now. Because of, first of all, he does most of the work himself. Most of the work himself. So that is easy. It is easy to advise him that he should be doing that, he should be doing that. The first thing that we should be doing is trying to create a team for him, trying to create a responsible team who does not make mistakes. And if the team does not make any mistakes, it will become easier for him to trust the team, to allocate the work. Right now, Engin has said multiple times that there is a lot of work that I need to do myself. I cannot trust other people with that kind of work. So I think that will only come with being careful and not making any mistakes. When I uploaded videos on East versus West channel, I made a ton of mistakes. I make a ton of mistakes in my own videos. You guys pointed out for multiple times, Pradeep, you said this, Pradeep, that guy didn't beat Prudnik. He beat someone else. How can you get confused? I make tons and tons of mistakes in my own videos. But when I uploaded videos on Engin's channel, East versus West channel, trust me, I did not make any mistake. I literally did not make any mistake. Why? I checked the videos 3 times. Sometimes I don't even check my own videos 1 time. I check them 2 times, not 3. There is a reason behind it. Because if the team that is working for Engin, if they make mistakes, he will never be able to allocate his work. He will never be able to dilute his responsibilities, which is the first thing that he needs to do right now. Build a bigger team. Offer something, guys. If you are experienced at something, please offer him some help. SG Records, you can tell him, SG, like, I'm quite sure that you also check the videos twice before publishing them on Engin's channel, and maybe on your own channel you check them only once. That's the reason, because do not make mistakes, bro. Salute from Dubai. Thanks Basil coach. The internet is not for Engin. He is green in his eyes. He needs... No, there are some easy solutions to that, brother. Easy solutions which we are going to talk about in the future. As I said, changing your personality is not something that you can do. Engin's aggressive nature, the angry Turk, the enigma of rage, these are not new names given to Engin Terzi. These are old names given to him. And I mentioned that in yesterday's video, that for Engin to be able to manage both being a world level athlete once again and being a world level organizer, these things are going to clash. They are for sure going to be clashing with each other. Because this guy who is going to try to become world champion again, he has to be aggressive. He has to be furious. This guy cannot afford to be that. So there is always going to be a clash. Armwrestling News, I disagree. Victor E is saying, because people want to interact while listening to live streaming. What makes you think it won't help when they can actually watch it too? People want to interact. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it won't help. I'm saying there aren't many people. I don't think there are many people who would not buy the pay-per-view just because there is no chatting option. Where is the chatting option? You buy the UFC pay-per-view, you buy any boxing pay-per-view. Like, tell me, where are these chatting options? I've not seen one. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't really buy other pay-per-views, but I'm just guessing. Are there any chat rooms in other pay-per-views that you may have bought? I don't think so. Roman, arm wrestling, okay. So let's talk about the next point. This point was differentiating between hate and questions. We have to be careful about that. Because I have personally seen a lot of comments, even till date. They are respectfully commenting that, man, I just commented that and Engin misunderstood it and he blocked me. So that can potentially turn a fan into a hater. Trust me, if you don't want haters to be turned into fans, that is a different thing. Not bad. But trust me, nobody should be doing anything that can potentially change fans into haters. Even if you have to slightly change your personality for that. I am a firm believer in saying that Engin is able to organize, he's able to do what he's able to do right now because of his personality. There is no point in trying to change that. Yeah, Grip and Rip posted a good video on this topic. I watched that. Pradeep makes Rocks look smart. Rocks look smart. Pradeep, perhaps this is all build-up promo for Engin versus Bowen Engin's return match. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Okay, let's get serious once again. Another thing, we talked about all YouTubers should stop live commentating for this one event. We talked about core sports should be doing everything in their ability to trying to monitor how many pay-per-view sales are happening in those 4 hours. 2 hours before the event has started and 2 hours after the event has already started. Monitor the number of sales, because for people like me who believe that we actually do help in selling more pay-per-views, that is the main time when we are doing the most of the work, by going live 2 hours before and shouting every 5 minutes to buy the pay-per-view. Just monitor those 4 hours. How did it go the previous time and how did it go this time? That will tell you a lot of that. I'm telling you that will make 50% of the doubts clear as to if we are helping or we are not helping the pay-per-view sales. Yeah. And just for that clarification, I won't be doing a pre-match live as well, because if we do a pre-match live, then there won't be enough data. Please, I'm asking you YouTubers, please do not do live commentary for this event, and please do not do pre-match live as well. Pre-match live, like 1 or 2 hour. You can do morning or you can do the previous day, but do not do that 1 or 2 hour pre-live stream. Pradeep, without the fans, there is no East versus West, and the majority of the fans want the live streams. That is one thing. Another thing that I don't like, that people were being mentioned that yeah, fans. Okay. Roman, you need data to support your hypothesis. You may be right, but without data and tests, your hypothesis doesn't matter. What was Roman saying? Who listens to live commentary so you don't have comments? Okay. Engin should just hire you. Hire me for what? One more advice that I gave to Engin is Engin needs to hire someone who will give him a daily report on things. Daily report on things. That is what is needed. Hire someone. I appreciate your thoughtful analysis of everything on this subject. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Engin needs to hire someone. He's big enough. Trust me, he's big enough that he can hire someone who will give him point by point details of everything. Like, Engin, this happened today. Devon talked about you during this timestamp. This is what he said. Pradeep made a video. This is what Pradeep said. There were some comments, a little bit negative comments. These are the ones. And this is the entire day, the summary of the entire day, so that he doesn't have to bother it by himself. So if he sees a comment live with his own eyes happening like right now, then he may get mad. But if somebody tells Engin that somebody posted like this 10 hours ago, then the anger can get diluted, in my opinion. So you started a fire here, Bowen. No, I think Ryan has already posted and that was a detailed response. Hire you to hunt big name sponsors. Sponsor is another thing that needs to be taken care of more. And one more thing is that Engin needs to accept that East versus West is a business. There is no other way that it can grow further. There will be a point, there will be a threshold where it will stop growing if it is not a business. It needs to be treated like a business. Something that there is a product that people are buying, and athletes and the promoters are getting paid to give them this product. How is that not a business? That's simple thing. East versus West is a business, and a business needs to be profitable. It needs to be taken as a businessman. So the advice that some people are giving to Engin should be seeking more advice at this point of time from some of the businessmen. Maybe they can be from different sports. The businessmen are the people who Engin should be contacting at this point. In my opinion, they will give Engin a better advice, a better suggestion. And another thing that needs to be accepted, that it is always about the money. I'm not saying that Engin is hungry for money, but all of Engin's problem about this, 100% of them are related to money. Trust me, you just cannot convince me otherwise. All of the problems related, like we have discussed in past couple of weeks, 100% of them are related with money. And Engin needs to accept that. If there was no money problem, he would have never asked people to not live commentate, and people like me would have not talked about it. Ryan Bowen wouldn't have talked about it. So if there was no money problem, there would have been zero clashes. So it is always about the money. And Engin's first thing that he said while organizing this event, as long as I break even, I don't care about money. And to my knowledge, with all of Engin's efforts, trying to sell cards, trying to sell pay-per-views, trying to sell posters, trying to sell t-shirts, trying to sell whatever he can, he's hustling harder than anyone else in the arm wrestling community. Whatever he was able to do, to my knowledge, he was able to break even every single time, even if he had to include the YouTube revenue of the matches that were posted on his YouTube page. So he was able to break even every single time. So wasn't that Engin's goal always? Now it comes that Engin wants to pay the athletes more. Trust me, Paul Lin has personally told me that Engin, he tells Engin to pay him less, to pay himself less, and Engin doesn't agree. Engin says, no, I will pay you more. That's what Paul Lin told me. So that clearly shows that Engin is not hungry for money. He doesn't want to get rich from money, but all of his problems are about money. So there is a difference. I'm not sure if everyone will be able to understand this. Some people will be taking clips and they will be saying that Pradeep is saying Engin wants more money. No, he doesn't want more money, but 100% of the problems will be solved if he is able to make more money. That's what I'm saying. Agent of Chaos with two $5 super chats. Bro, you're the man. Did Engin threaten to stop East versus West if people do live commentary? If so, no. He did not say that. He said that he will cut friendship with people if they do live stream. For this reason, he never said that he will stop organizing East versus West. 4 people who he said were disrespectful towards him, who did not appreciate his efforts, to them he said that because of them he may stop East versus West. So if so, let him stop doing it. More promotions will come. Don't put up with coercion or bullying. I don't think it is about that, but yes, this is another thing, that East versus West, yes, it is 100. Engin Terzi holds 100% equity of East versus West, but that is no longer his own thing. The world of arm wrestling kind of depends on it. The athletes depend on it. The fans depend on it. We YouTubers depend on it a lot. So him only saying that I'm no longer going to quit, that is also a kind of a threat to all of us. We won't be making money if Engin doesn't organize. Athletes won't be making money if he doesn't organize. So are you telling me that just because a person said that Irving or whatever his name was, just because he said that Engin, I think what you're doing, it is unfair to the YouTubers, just because he said that, is it worth like destroying the careers of the athletes, destroying the career of YouTubers, destroying the opportunities of the fans to watch all of the matches? That one comment, I don't think that's sufficient for that thing. This is another thing that I hope Engin understands, that whenever he says that he is going to not organize East versus West, that is no longer his personal thing. That is no longer his personal thing. He's destroying the careers of us YouTubers. He's targeting the athletes. That is not for him only at this point of time. That's what he needs to take care of. Agent of Chaos, can someone explain the live with Travis and Engin everyone is talking about? Who cares if people are doing live commentary or not? Probably helps promote. Yes. So I think what happened in this live stream, I don't know. And this is another thing that people were addressing, that Engin should pay more attention to the guest and not the chat, which brings us to our next solution. No live commentaries at all. This is something that I have advised Engin to do post events, because there was a trend. Engin used to get angry after every single East versus West event. It was a trend. You can see it from East versus West 6, East versus West 2 to East versus West 5. You can see it all 4 events. He always used to get angry after the event whenever he went live. So I advised him not to do it. You guys tell me, if Engin doesn't read the non-super chat comments, will you guys be mad? I don't think so. And the haters will rarely. There will be 1 or 2 out of 100 haters who will pay you with a super chat. Do not read those comments, man. How difficult can it be? You guys tell me. Will you guys just give me feedback? Will you guys be mad or angry at Engin if he stops reading your comments if it is not a super chat? I don't think you will be. I don't think you will be mad at that, and you shouldn't be mad. So how about just stop reading if you still want to do, how about stop reading the comments that are not super chats or that are not from moderators? Just read the super chats and boom, the hate is gone. The haters will not pay money. I think it is a simple solution. Why not just record interviews and post? So another, bringing the point back to the event. If the super chat money is a part of the money that is helping to cover the pay-per-view expenses, if that is a part of that, then I can understand. Otherwise, why not just record interviews and post them like Paul Italia or like Devon used to do? I think that's a good option. Stop doing live at all. Just stop doing live. It's really simple. And there are other options to moderate these chats, who can comment and who cannot comment, or maybe do a members only chat. There is an option where I can apply one setting where only members will be able to comment. So there are lots and lots of options. So only recorded interviews for now until the situation cools off. Zero live streams. Please give feedback. Will you guys be mad if Engin doesn't do live stream and just records and posts interviews? If you want to support, you can still use the super thanks option. It is like a super chat but on a regular video. Some of the guys will be like, well, I want to support with super chats. Now I cannot because Engin is not doing live. Well, there is a super thanks option for you. You can do that. You can utilize that. Engin's emotions will never be dictating factor to stop East versus West. Money will decide. Mikhail, that's what I'm saying. The person is not hungry for money, but all of his problems are related to money. If, let's say, if the pay-per-views were selling, if the pay-per-views alone were covering the event, then how good it would be. Engin would never ask, or nobody would ever advise or suggest Engin that tell the YouTubers to not do these live stream commentaries. Engin was mad because there was connection issues, sound issues, etc. People complained and he got mad, not sure why. These things, man, I also have to deal with them. These things can be really frustrating. If there is a connection issue, I can understand it totally. So only super chats, haters don't pay money. Or do record interviews, do not go live at all. Stop reading. Hire someone to read comments and give a feedback. He will give even the hateful comments can be presented to Engin in a diluted way so that it won't bother him that much. So that's the first thing I would do, not to go away from social media. He needs to be connected with people. Are saying that Engin should just switch off his phone and go away from social media. No, how is he going to organize these matches then? How is he going to promote? And talking about promotion, let's talk about our seventh solution. What about the athletes? I'm wondering, if the athletes promoted the event in the first place, there wouldn't be any problem like that. What about the athletes who don't promote? How is that not their responsibility to promote the pay-per-view? Why is Engin the only one who takes the burden of the promotion? Why don't have a set of rules that yes, if you're a world champion, you will be invited. I'll be paying for your flights and everything. But if you're not a world champion, you need to have at least 10,000 Instagram followers or 10,000 YouTube followers, and you need to be posting daily. That's a requirement. That is a requirement. Pro Punja League, that was a tournament. Pro Punja League asked everyone. It was not even an ask. That was a compulsion. They had to create an Instagram account and share some things there. That was a compulsion. Why isn't any guideline like that available for East versus West? Your flight tickets will be provided only if you are a world champion, or number 2, you should have a social media presence, 10,000 Instagram followers, 10,000 YouTube followers. Why aren't arm wrestlers doing that? They should do that. I can literally give you 20 names who don't do anything to promote the sport. So how are they not harming the pay-per-view? Can you just simply say that just because he's a good arm wrestler, it is not his responsibility to promote the event? Are you getting my point? How are we harming the pay-per-views and not the athletes who are not doing anything to promote? There is a press conference, your match was decided 2-3 months ago, and you're telling me that you cannot come up with a sentence or two to speak during the press conference? How embarrassing is that? I think it is about time that people should even elite level arm wrestlers should take a responsibility to promote the event. The guys who are doing a lot of promotion, what they are doing, they are posting one screenshot. They are posting just one thumbnail of their match. That's it. That's all of the promotion they do. That's not done, man. That's not done. And blocking people is not a solution. That's one more thing. If blocking people was the right decision to avoid hate, then Engin's life would have been really peaceful in these live streams already. Still, who is getting most upset? If you are deleting 1 out of every 3 live streams that you are doing, then my bad. It may sound aggressive, but I mean, there is something that you need to change. If 1 out of every 3 live stream is getting deleted, or 1 out of every 4 live stream is getting deleted, then you yourself have to figure some things out. If blocking was the solution, it would have already solved the problem. No matter how much accounts you block, it literally takes 5 seconds to create a new YouTube account. Maybe 15 seconds. So if someone really wants to spread hate, how much is a 15-second work for him? I don't think it is that difficult. So I think the only solution is, like, if Engin somehow makes some rules for himself, I am not going to block anyone from now on. Then what is the next option? To ignore. If he has a policy for himself that he's not going to block anyone, the only option remaining is to ignore people. Literally ignore. That's the only option. For blocking, and that's one more thing. For blocking people, you really have to read that comment, then get angry on it. Then you will press the block button. But if you have the policy to ignore, even if you read the first 2-3 words, you can sense that it may get a disrespectful turn. It may take a disrespectful turn. You can stop it right then and there. Sweden Arm Wrestling Television with a members comment as well. I forgot to read your members comment, brother. Let me go back in the chat. Ankur, Engin should collect share data for his hypothesis. Ankur, Core Sports should do that. Engin does not have the means to do that, I believe. Core Sports should do that. Sweden Arm Wrestling Television member for 13 months comment was, if we have concrete data, we can work from there. Yeah, if there is solid data, people would voluntarily stop the commentary. Some of them at least. Okay, Ryan Bowen was saying to Victor, I will be willing if we had a moderator and a bell. Okay, I don't know what Engin could give me time to speak. Okay. Sweden Arm Wrestling Television. Out of respect for Engin, I'm not going to do live commentary on East versus West. We need concrete data so we can have something to work with. Great live, brother. Thank you. I agree with your point. DCS Beamer with a super chat. Thank you once again, brother. I think your suggestion is the simplest and easiest for now. Engin pre-records interviews and no more live streams. How will he get angry? You guys tell me, how will Engin get angry if he's not reading the comments? Simple as that. He is a promoter. I do agree. He needs feedback. Hire someone who watches everything. If there is any question, if there is any feedback, call Engin at 10 p.m. his time. Engin, these were the questions, these were the advices that were directed at you, and let's discuss them. So this is the only solution. He's a promoter. He simply cannot just walk away from social media. That is not possible. And according to his personality, it is difficult for him to ignore as well. So what is the solution? Hire someone who reads stuff for you. Just hire people. I'm sure people will be willing to do that for free for Engin, just to have a chance to talk with him. Talk with all of these points in a private Zoom meeting for 15 minutes, 30 minutes every day. And your life is peaceful. Peace is what Engin needs right now. He needs peace. Okay, blocking is not a solution. We discussed that. We discussed Aussie arm wrestler's point, coming to a middle ground. My way or highway, something mentioned in the comments. And that is correct. That is not the right approach. This is what I'm saying. Either do this or just go away. That's not, if your streams are taking so many pay-per-view buys, just don't stream and have Engin pay for a few $1,000 and instead of $11 an hour. I was not able to understand your comment, brother. Sorry. Engin pay $1,000? Who is Engin going to pay $1,000. So there will be no data. Are the fans expected to believe that the pay-per-view buys went up just because the promoter tells us there was a substantial difference? This is so group thing. Yeah, I do agree. There needs to be data. Devon is competing this time, so the pay-per-view sales are automatically going to be twice the previous event, no matter what we do. What of his? Am I sharing? Going live with my buddies as we watch the show. Freedom of the press. Yeah, and another thing. Sponsorships, that's what we need to find. I have been saying this for a very long time, that the pay-per-view model is not the end all be all solution. Pay-per-views are just circulating the money within the arm wrestling community. We are arm wrestling fans or arm wrestlers, they are buying the pay-per-view, and the money is just circulating within the community. It is not coming from outside. For the sport to grow, trust me, the money needs to be coming from the outside. It cannot just be circulating within all of us. And pay-per-view model is just that, circulating the money within us. I'm not saying you should abandon this method of promoting, but rely more on sponsors. Try to suggest someone about how to find sponsors. This is what Engin has genuinely given a lot of effort in. Engin has given a lot of effort into this thing, and that is trying to find sponsors. But East versus West has not been super successful. They've found a lot of sponsors, but they have not been super successful in that matter. So yeah, that's where they need help. That's where they need help. I'm listening news. He should do what Travis does. Let Artem do the chat work. That's great. First thing, like we talked about almost 9 solutions already. The best solution for now is, first of all, for arm wrestlers to stop doing commentary for at least this event, for the YouTubers. The second option is for Engin to stop reading comments. I'm just tell me how difficult is that? And I understand the promoter's part. Where he has to know what is going on in the arm wrestling community. He has to know everything. He cannot miss everything. So why not hire someone to give him the feedback of the entire day? Why not someone he can trust? How difficult? You guys tell me how difficult it is to not look at the chat. I don't get this part. And if it is that difficult, don't do live commentaries. Just do regular interviews. Just do the regular interviews. Pradeep, what would happen when all YouTubers would stop making videos for arm wrestling for good? That takes me to my next point that we previously discussed. WL matches were being viewed by millions of people. Why weren't they able to sell pay-per-views? There were no YouTubers, no Instagrammers, no Facebook guys promoting the event. That is the only thing that has changed in last 4-5 years. What else has changed? Core Sports can give 10% discount to YouTubers who promote these events. Daily Wire does that. Yes, I talked with Don Idris about this topic and he said that it is possible. I was not expecting this reply. To be honest, I was expecting that no, we cannot make it happen. It is not a good decision. But Don told me that it is possible. Bro, if it is possible, why are you not doing that? Imagine the battles that YouTubers will be going through to promote. I would do everything. In my abilities just to know that I was able to sell more pay-per-views than other YouTubers. I was able to sell more pay-per-views than Ryan Bowen. Of course, where Ryan is not competing. If he's competing, then he's for sure going to sell more pay-per-views than me. I'll do anything to prove to Ryan that I can sell more pay-per-views than him. Why isn't Core Sport doing that? It needs to be done. If old school labs can figure out how to use these codes, why not Core Sports? Even if you have to give $2 discount on every $1 discount for the guy who purchasing and $1 for the guy who is promoting, don't even give us any discount or any money. We don't need that. Give that person a discount because he needs some incentive to enter our code. That $1 discount, yes, if 20,000 pay-per-views are sold, it means $20,000 loss. But trust me, the increase in sales would account to probably way more than that, maybe $50,000. So it will for sure help. Pay-per-view ruined bodybuilding. I'll sell more, Pradeep. Okay. Let's see who sells more. So less matches. Another thing, final point that I want to discuss. I do agree 100%. I do agree that Engin wants to give more athletes like every single chance that he can possibly give them. But that doesn't mean that more number of pay-per-views aren't harming the pay-per-view. All of the problems that Engin is facing right now will be gone if there is enough money to support the event. And if we just cut the matches from 16 to 10, let's say the bottom athletes who are less important, let's say they are not getting paid. Maybe they're getting paid $500 plus their flights, hotel, food. I think Engin is still easily spending $1,000 on one athlete. So let's remove those 8 athletes. Maybe tell them to increase their social media, or tell them to compete next time when there is a spot available. How is saving those extra $10,000? How is that not going to help the pay-per-view? Why 16 matches? Let's say if Engin was able to support 20 matches financially, but that would create an extra burden. That is also harming the pay-per-view. I'm not saying that it is the wrong thing. It is the best thing for the athletes. It is the best thing. People literally request Engin to compete there. So I know it is going to be difficult, but don't tell me that organizing 16 matches is not harming the pay-per-view. Not the pay-per-view, but not harming the financial budget of the event. So 500k euros event, 500k by 16 euros per pay-per-view, 31250 free top G. So do you guys now I think I can read the comments. Too many matches. Yeah, let's see what solution you guys have, and I'll be going on for like 10 minutes more, then I'll end this live stream. Rivalry between Ryan and Pradeep about who sells more is something we want to see, Thomas. Yeah, that's exactly like I still do. I talked about this with Artem almost 2 years ago. Artem called Devon about this. Why didn't Devon suggest this to Core Sports? Literally, Artem and I talked about this for almost 2 hours, almost 2 years ago. That wasn't recorded or anything. It was just a friendly chat. Artem called Devon, and there we talked about Devon. Why aren't Core Sports, or I think, yeah, Core Sports was around back then. So why aren't you guys giving us codes so that we can promote more? Maybe we can get $1 for every purchase that we support. Why isn't that an option? I just don't understand how that can be harmful. I was talking with Paul, and he was kind of saying that this will turn all of us into salesmen. Good. We are salesmen. If Paul is competing there at East versus West, he is selling a match. So how is he not a salesman? Ryan, you are a competitor. You tell me, if you are competing in a pay-per-view event, do you not consider yourself a salesman? I would. If I'm competing somewhere, and based on that, to watch me, people are paying, then how am I not a salesman? I'm literally selling something. I'm literally selling the match that I'm competing in to the audience to purchase. So yes, arm wrestlers need to be salesmen. Engin Terzi needs to accept that East versus West is a business. It is literally a business, and only then the financial problems can be solved. So I'll just quickly, 100% Ryan Bowen. We are salesmen. We are salesmen. If I'm doing this live stream commentary, I want it to be as good as possible to the best of my abilities. Why? Because this is literally a product. YouTube is paying me money to sell this product to you. The advertisers are paying me money to sell this product to you. Fan funding is a different thing. Fan funding is literally a different thing. I think all athletes should be paid based on the pay-per-view sales. It should be commission. Yes, that's the entire point. And we can easily figure out which athlete is worth how much money based off the pay-per-view sales that he's generating. That problem, another problem, we literally solved another problem. How much the athlete deserves can be solved by just looking at the pay-per-view sales that were generated using his code. Then arm wrestlers will literally promote, because Engin will look at those sales. Well, Bojidar, you sold 300 pay-per-views this time. Well, you did good. Next time, Bojidar did a ton of hard work. He sold 500 pay-per-views. So yeah, there's an improvement. I'll pay you more this time. How isn't that a good thing? People will do more. Is Paulin stupid? Why is he doing all of these commentaries and hustling, like giving free interviews to all of us, trying to promote the event? Is he the dumb guy? No. He's literally working hard to promote the event. He never says no to anyone for an interview. That's what you're supposed to do. If you do not want to go on your own channel, ideally speaking, you should be hustling on your own channel as well to promote. That will take the burden away from Engin. And don't tell me that Engin isn't worried about that, because I have talked about this with him. He also doesn't like when the athletes don't promote. I literally called out John Brzezinski in one of my videos. Like, why isn't John promoting the event? If Floyd Mayweather can promote the event, why cannot John? Well, John is the famous arm wrestler. People will buy the pay-per-view anyways. No, if YouTubers don't talk about the match, people wouldn't even know what date is King of the Table. Just assume Core Sports uploaded a photo on their webpage. How many people liked that photo? Dennis Siplenkov uploaded the same photo, 9,000 likes. John uploaded, I think, same 7,000 likes. Levan uploaded and Hermes uploaded. If I'm literally telling you, if Engin is doing his own promotion for East versus West, if we talk about King of the Table, if YouTubers don't promote, I'm telling you, 80% of the community will not even know on what date the match is. Why aren't you, that's a request to you guys as well. Ask the arm wrestlers who are competing. Why do you think it is not your job to compete? Why is it okay for elite level arm wrestlers? Why is Devon doing that? Just tell me why Devon bears all the burden. Why does he promote like a crazy man, trying to create something new? For one pay-per-view he's trying to make us talk about pancakes, the next time maple syrup, before that Doritos, I don't know what that was, now the thumb, sometimes the giant pumpkin. Why is he doing all of that? He can also chill like everyone else and post one Instagram photo. I'm literally getting, I usually don't get mad, but I'm literally getting mad this time, man. I just literally don't understand why is that one person, Engin, bearing all of the pressure, all of the responsibilities on his shoulders to promote the event. And he cannot, I'm not sure if he's privately asking or not, but publicly he cannot even ask. He's so respectful. There is no way that he doesn't feel that the arm wrestlers should promote the match. Of course he feels like that way. But have you ever seen Engin complain publicly that the arm wrestlers are not promoting my event? Somebody cut this rant, the rant that I'm doing about arm wrestlers, and somebody posted somewhere. Engin does not even say it publicly that the arm wrestlers are not promoting. He doesn't even ask that to them publicly. I'm not sure if he does that privately or not, but that is a responsibility. I watched John Brzezinski's page for King of the Table, and I don't think for any athlete just posting one photo on Instagram that this is the match and 0 videos on YouTube, I don't think it is done, man. I'm not saying create fake hype and fake rivalry, not saying that, but do something to like call out the elite level arm wrestlers. Tell them, is John Brzezinski or is any other arm wrestler, are they bigger than Floyd Mayweather, who is literally doing a promo asking people to buy the pay-per-view in front of a green screen, reading from a teleprompter? Are the arm wrestlers bigger than Floyd? Are they more popular? Are they more important? I don't think so. How is that not hurting the pay-per-view sales? Why nobody talks about that? Why doesn't Devon advise Engin that, Engin, look at me. I'm uploading 10 Instagram stories, 3 Instagram posts, same thing on YouTube, same thing on Instagram. I'm literally spending 6 hours a day to promote the event. I promote like crazy. That's why I'm the most important man in this arm wrestling world. Engin is also close. Engin is also the most important person. So why does Devon do that? That's the question. And he deserves more money for that. If I were the promoter, I would decrease the amount of money that these other athletes are getting paid. I don't care who that is, and I'll give it to Devon. Give all of that to Devon. He's the one who is promoting. He's the one who is generating probably 75% of the sales. Please, I request you guys to cut this part and post it everywhere. And title it, why aren't the arm wrestlers promoting the event? How is that not hurting the pay-per-view? Why is it the responsibility of Engin and Devon to promote the event and not the athletes? And that's one thing that Devon should be advising Engin about, and instead he's advising Engin about live stream commentaries hurting the pay-per-views. So HG record, stop deriding, okay? Bro, SG, Today the chat is literally mad at you. Everyone is mad. Engin doesn't have right to stop you from going live. Okay, you're talking about Ryan. Is Ryan saying? So Agent of Chaos with a $5 super chat. Thanks, brother. Solution is for people to either listen to Engin or to do what they want and stop talking about it. YouTubers are main source of promotion. Even this chat. Yeah. You're right, Pradeep. World workout, not decrease other, but increase Devon. No, decrease, like, there is a limited amount of budget, bro. There is a limited amount of budget. Take money from their pockets. I don't care. Give all to Devon. He's the one doing all the promotion. I sometimes feel bad for the guy. Can you, like, I do YouTube. Yes, Devon is not doing any editing, so it kind of makes it easy for him. But just try to imagine posting dozens and dozens of stories on Instagram and Facebook every single day, posting, making tons of posts, replying to people, uploading YouTube videos. Do you know how much hard work it takes? I'm still like mesmerized by that, how much work Devon can do to promote a match. But why not these other arm wrestlers? They post one photo on their Instagram in 3 months. Are you kidding me? And then we are hurting the pay-per-view sales, not those arm wrestlers. Either become big enough. John Brizing can still claim that I'm big enough. My matches are still getting that many views. I'm popular. I don't need to do that. I still don't believe that fully. Maybe there is 50% truth in that. But others, they cannot claim. They cannot claim. So let's quickly rewind all of the points. So first of all, we YouTubers need to stop live commentating for this one event at least. Ryan and I, we have already made our stance on it. We will not be doing that. I request other YouTubers as well. Please request. You guys are fans. They will listen to you. You think some arm wrestler is going to do live stream commentary and you message him privately. You are fans. I'm telling you, they will listen to you guys before they will listen to Engin Terzi. Because you are literally supporting him. You're the first one who is supporting their channel. So message them privately. I think they'll listen to you for sure. Trust me, you will be shocked to see how much the YouTubers are willing to listen to you guys. You'll be shocked to see that. YouTubers can promote official sponsors during event, not hard. Great point, my man, Peter. YouTubers, like, tell the YouTubers to give the YouTubers some sponsors link as well, who are doing live stream commentaries. Sponsors link. Can you guys please call out, please give a shout out to our sponsors. Great idea. Great. Thanks for that idea, bro. Grip and Rip Arm Wrestling. I have noticed a lot of arm wrestlers are promoting on Facebook and etc. Not as big as an audience as spreading. Yeah. Are you sure? But there are a lot of arm wrestlers. I'm talking about high level arm wrestlers who are not doing anything to promote. I'm telling you why. Just answer me. Why is Paul Lynn doing a podcast every single day on different channels talking about upcoming events? Why does he need to do that? He can also relax like other people, but no, he doesn't choose to. He chooses to do the hard work. So first of all, stop commentating for this one event at least. And then next up, Engin should listen to only 3 people who know things about that. Who know about those things, the people who are commentating, Engin himself and Core Sports. These 3 people can give him the best data. Karaoke Vic with a $25 super chat. Wow, bro. Thanks. Pradeep, look at your chat. It is going crazy. People just need a place to live chat. Just have a live during the match with no commentary. Yeah. That's live during a match with no commentary. That's an interesting idea. Wow. Thanks for the massive super chat, bro. Thanks for the massive. Andrew M, what's up, Pradeep? What's up, brother? Thanks, Pradeep. Great point. So the next point, only listen to these 3 people. Yourself, Engin, YouTubers who are doing the live stream commentary because they have direct data as to what is going on and what isn't, and Core Sports because they can track what is happening and what isn't. And create pay-per-view, create codes. Or this time, observe how many pay-per-views are sold in the last. And Neil Pickup also agree with Karaoke Vic. So observe how many pay-per-views are sold during 4 hours. 8 p.m. Turkish time, the event starts. So starting from 6 p.m. Turkish time to 10 p.m. Turkish time, how many pay-per-views are sold when YouTubers are not doing commentary? And how many were sold when Devon versus Prudnik happened, when YouTubers were doing commentary? That number will tell you everything you need to know. It will tell you everything you need to know, okay? Engin should only read super chats. Haters will not pay money. Only read super chats. Got it? Or second option, do not do live streams at all. If that super chat money is not being used to fund the events, do not go live at all. Just record the interviews and post them. All right. And supporters need to be louder than haters. Haters are seen more, they are annoying Engin more because they are louder. Haters are always louder. The example I gave you earlier, the person who's going to key your car, the Karens, they are always going to be louder. It is difficult for us to step up to that level, but that is what we need to do. Write a positive comment on every single video. The negative comments will be hidden. That's what needs to happen. But first of all, instead of trying to control everyone, instead of trying to block everyone, Engin, what he first needs to do is not read at all. Just do not read any comment. Hire someone to read for him, to give him the brief synopsis of the entire day on a Zoom call, private, not public, 10 p.m. every night. That's the solution. All right. Difference between haters and questions. Not everyone is a hater. Not everyone who disagrees is a hater. That is the fastest way to turn a fan into a hater. And that is not something everyone wants. There should be some due diligence done before classifying anyone as the enemy of the sport, before classifying anyone as the hater of the sport. This is something that should be done only and only after you are 100% sure. Otherwise, you are turning potential buyers, your customers, your fans into potential haters, and that is what nobody wants. All right, blocking is not a solution. If blocking people was the solution, Engin would have already been peaceful in his live stream commentaries, but he still has to delete a lot of them. So clearly blocking is not the solution. Got it? Sponsorships. Needs to find more sponsorships. Less matches. There needs to be less matches. Instead of 15, have 10. Think like a businessman. Think like a businessman. And appreciate the efforts of the YouTubers in promoting WL matches. They were viewed by millions of people, but there was no pre-hype. No pre-match hype. Tell me which WL match? Dave Chaffee versus Devon, maybe that one single match had some pre-hype going on. There was literally no pre-hype in 2018. Why? Because there were no YouTubers, there were no TikTokers, there were no Instagrammers. Appreciate the pre-match hype that these guys are doing. Appreciate that, please. That's a request. And one more thing. Try to find a middle ground. As Aussie arm wrestler suggested, great point from him. Try to find a middle ground. That's about it. And go after the event. A request from you guys. Call out every single arm wrestler competing. Just figure out who is competing in this East versus West event. Figure out all the arm wrestlers and follow all of them on Facebook. Follow all of them on Instagram. Follow all of them on YouTube. Follow them everywhere. And then call them out if they are not promoting the event. Ask them, bro, Engin is bearing all the burden. Devon is doing all the promotion. Why aren't you guys promoting? Call them out. Neil, please, you tell me if you wouldn't be mad if you're organizing a pay-per-view and the athletes are not doing anything for the promotion. They're literally posting one photo in 3 months on Instagram. That's all of the promotion they're doing. They literally do not have anything to say when the press conference is there. You're telling me you cannot think of a sentence to say during a press conference when you knew about the match 3 months in advance? That's literally crazy. Pradeep, are you saying no pre-show either? Yes, I'm saying only then there will be some data. If the pay-per-views increased or decreased. Pre-shows are really good, I believe. The irony indeed coming to Pradeep channel while banning him from... No. Let's forget. No hate today. Engin loves arm wrestling news. He told that too. How can I forget? Engin, when RVJ was talking crap about my channel, Engin, I respect you, I salute you. You told RVJ that you like arm wrestling news. So thank you. And I apologize for the bad things I say about just because I'm apologizing, just because I remember that day now. You stood the ground. You told RVJ that people are saying that you were joking that day, but I don't think you were joking. You were really supporting, in my opinion. So thank you very much. We'll talk about this topic later on. I have to go right now. I would have loved to talk with you guys for hours more, because I think I can speak for 24 hours on this topic non-stop. You can see my energy today. Pradeep, do a poll live stream, yes or no? I think more people will say yes, that can be done. But if I'm not going to change my decision based off that, I'm not going to do a live stream, and then I don't think that makes any sense. So thank you very much, guys. I'm really sorry. I need to end this right now. Like the video, subscribe, please. Keep all the points in mind. I refreshed all the points in the last 10-15 minutes. Please go through that once again, and follow every single arm wrestler on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and tell them that please promote the event, please promote the event. And this is not this is like WWF, yeah. And another thing, if you think some YouTuber is going to do live stream commentary, message him personally. Tell them that you're a subscriber, you're a fan, you like all the videos. Request them to stop commentating. And trust me, you will be surprised to see their response. They will listen to you. They'll listen to you more than they'll listen to Engin Terzi. Pradeep going deep inside this live. Thanks, brother. I absolutely love this thing. You guys are awesome. I hope I could have done it for longer, but that's all I can do for today. Thanks. Cheers for the live, Pradeep. Thanks for the live chat, guys. Thanks, brother. Brian, I really appreciate your decision of not doing this live for this time. I don't think it is the solution forever, but for this event, it seems to be the solution.